Let's talk spiritual growth. I'm going to give you some quick tips and tricks that people just don't share with you as you navigate your spiritual journey. Let's get it. Number one, just ditch the identities. Let them go. You are not your body. You are not your job. You are not your name. Okay, you are not your purpose or your mission. Ditch the identities. That is your ego. The ego attempts to identify itself with roles and labels and external validation. Let it go. It seeks security and significance through roles and achievements and possessions. The ego will attempt to suffocate your true awareness of who you actually are. So the ego will limit like true self-awareness. It will resist anything that challenges its constructed identity. Number two, so all is mine, meaning your consciousness is reflecting everything and everyone back to you. That may be a little bit out there for, those of you that are new on the spiritual journey, the conscious spiritual journey, because we're always on the journey, right? But on the conscious spiritual journey, that may be new and a little bit out there, but your consciousness is literally reflecting everything, anything, everyone, experiences, everything that you witness and that happens in this existence is your consciousness reflecting back to you. There are lots of moving pieces in there, but in a nutshell, your consciousness is reflecting back to you what's in here. All right, number three, love. Do not give love to receive love. Okay? Do not give love to receive love. It's not necessary, especially when you are aware and you understand that you are love. You are an embodiment of love. You are an embodiment of the divine. You are an expression of divine love. You don't have to give love to receive love. It's not a give and receive type of thing. You just give it because that's what you are. It radiates from you. Do not give love to get love. Number four, let go of the idea or the illusion that you are stuck or you are lost. You are never stuck and you are never lost. What's really happening is there are patterns of thoughts and behaviors that are on repeat. That's why the illusion of being stuck and lost is played upon, because the patterns, the thought patterns, the behaviors are on repeat. So they keep creating the same thing over and over and over. So what does that mean? That means that there's a lesson that has to be learned. Because you are so powerful, because you are an expression of the divine and you have the ability to channel all things through you, the divine is trying to get you to learn a lesson, to break the cycle, to end the pattern. So you're never stuck and you're never lost. It's just a pattern that's on repeat. Number five, take accountability, but don't beat yourself up. And I say this from personal experience because I am huge on taking accountability, and I have found myself numerous times beating myself up. So I say this from someone that is very aware of this possibility. But take accountability and do not beat yourself up. Do not punish yourself. An example would be, so there's potentiality and then there's reality. So say you're into a person and you see so much potential in a person or in a situation, right? But you're not looking at the reality of that person. You're not looking at the reality of that situation, right? You're engrossed in the potentiality. Take accountability of your unwillingness or inability to see the red flags that were always being thrown out. to have seen the yellow flags that were always being thrown out. Take accountability, but don't punish yourself. And also understand that there's a time and a place to, lean into potential, but then there is a time and a place to lean into the reality of a thing. And that is a part of self-mastery, is being able to find the balance of the two. So take responsibility of your unwillingness to see things for how they are, how they actually are, and not being caught off guard or lost in some fairy tale or fantasy when the reality has been there all along. Simple. Been there all along. Okay, so number 6, people are going to mistreat you. They're going to mistreat you. That is inevitable here in this existence. But what you can do as you navigate this path is do not try to figure out why they mistreated you. Let it go. People are complex. Some people don't even understand why they do the things that they do, let alone some people are not aware that they're even doing certain things. So seeking closure and answers or an apology from someone that doesn't have that to give, let that go. Let it go. And understand that you will be mistreated in this lifetime, but seeking some type of closure or whatever it is that, we need to soothe ourselves, let that go, let it go out the window. The only thing that is important is that you understand from the experience what your boundaries are, and understand that there are certain things that are just 100% unacceptable, and that you deserve better. And the divine is literally just wanting to throw all the beautiful, magical things at you if you're just open to receive it. So don't go down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out why someone mistreated you. Let it go, let it be, and do not try to make up stories, right, as to why they mistreated you. Because even if you come up with a story as to why they mistreated you and it feels good and, I'm so soothed, you may not even be right. So now you have created a whole thing around a story that is possibly not even correct. So just accept the fact that people will mistreat you. Understand for yourself that there are things that are completely unacceptable and that you deserve better. And bye-bye, on to the next. On to the next. Okay, and then number 7, this is the last one. This is the void, right? So this is for the people that feel like they're having to start over. When you start navigating this conscious journey, sometimes you find yourself, losing things, relationships end, things just sometimes may feel like you're losing, right? Things are just being snatched from you and pulled from you left and right. Well, I like to see that as like the beautiful time of creation. It's like your blank canvas, right? It's the blank canvas. It's the void. It's where creation begins. It's like the creation to the destruction to creation. I personally think that the void is an exciting place to be. Do we always feel that way? No. There's sometimes it can feel very unsteady, or we don't know. It's dark, right? Like, where am I going? Like, where am I going? But what is exciting is that endings birth new beginnings, right? So when you find yourself at the beginning or starting over on something, you get to literally just play. You are an expression of the divine. The divine had nothing else better to do than to project you to the planet to play on the playground of Earth with the ability and the access to channel divine intellect. Okay? So for those of you that are finding yourselves down on yourselves because you are having to start over, you literally have a blank canvas and you can create anything that you want from this void. So applauding the void, okay? Cheers to the void, because that is the beautiful beginning of all things. So, hey, I hope that these tips and tricks really helped you navigate your journey and to just promote spiritual growth. It is not always easy. Sometimes you need to know the things that people don't tell you. You know, you just flat out, they just don't tell you. You kind of just feeling through the darkness to see what's going to happen next, right? So I hope that these tips, they helped you. I hope that this insight of mine was helpful and supportive for those of you that tapped into this video. So until next time, I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love.